Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that the show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
And you're listening to the Chip and Cern Show.
Once again, or for the very first time.
Yes. We back, and we're probably just as good as ever. A little fresher, a little earlier. Cerny's we're only, one beer deep.
One beer.
And Cerny was just about to show me. I stopped him.
We almost did our usual.
We almost did our normal.
Half of a pod off air.
Redonkulous. Straight redonkulous. So Cerny's wife is, she's on top of things. Like if it's your birthday, she's got the plans like a month before the plans start to, she's so on top of everything. She's great. And Chip, I'm a little bit less on top of stuff. So this is a story of two tales. Think of this as two tales. We'll say this. So, Cerny, when did you text the group chat about showing us this really cool thing your wife got you for December?
This is like November first week.
Oh, I think it was pre-Thanksgiving.
Oh, it was
sure.
Yeah, it was sitting there.
Or is it pre-Halloween?
It may have been almost pre-Halloween.
Like the first week they're rolling out the stuff, that's when your wife swoops on that.
She saw it and she grabbed it.
And what is it, Cerny?
It's the Costco beer advent calendar. So it's like the advent calendar where you have a day, it's a countdown to Christmas.
Little chocolate.
Yes.
Little chocolate thing for the kids.
This is beer. It's beer.
Now, this isn't like a little sampler, like a cute thing.
No, that's what I thought when she told me I got it. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But then I picked it up and it's
hefty.
It's a full 16. It's a full pint.
So do you have this thing in your fridge?
So in the morning I pull, like a child, I go down to my calendar and
Do you wake up early, Cerny?
Yes, I do. Go down to
the pitter patter of feet down
in
the
my
stairs.
jammies.
As footy pajamas.
I pull it out and I put it in the fridge.
Just stained footy pajamas.
With the butt flap down, baby.
Yeah, with the butt. Yeah.
So I pull it out and I put it in the fridge in the morning. So when it's after work, it's nice and cold, ready for me.
That way at lunch, you can enjoy it.
Yeah. And now when the day does get rough, sometimes I'm like, right now I'm like.
Oh, alcohol, you evil temptress. So, Cerny, we're over a week into December. So you've been through a fair amount of your package already. Which is a good package. It's a good piece. Good package, right, Cerny? We all know. Cerny sluts especially.
Cerny.
So how are the beers been?
They've been good. So there are actually a lot of them I think most of them are from Germany. So if you it's a great pod, but it's all in German.
Tannenhall.
Yeah, or Hell, actually.
Hell? Tannenhall? There's my German.
There you go. So, but it's like the a lot of them. It's like the that unfiltered that wheat kind of a beer.
Okay.
They had one a couple days ago. It was like a stout or it was pretty good. Actually, they're pretty good.
Okay, now I'll tell my story real quick, but I want to touch back on this beer story and Costco about sometimes when you get the Costco packs. You get the Lagunitas pack. It's 24 beers.
Oh yeah.
But there's 8 porters. There's 4 double IPAs and all this stuff. So you end up like with 5 or 6 beers that you kind of don't really want.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time.
Unless you're desperate. This has been really rough. The day's been really rough. Like I'm choking it down.
So before Halloween or around Halloween, Cerny had his Advent beer calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're a week into December, and I thought, what'd be really cool for the kids is just one of those Advent calendars. Because we've been talking, the kids love candy, right? So basically, if you get
chocolate?
a guaranteed piece of candy a day, that's an automatic win. So it's already a week into December, and I'm like, Trader Joe's or Target is going to have these kind of on sale.
Yes.
And plus, it'll be
Discount.
cool. You could sell it as like, hey, instead of on the first day you get 1, actually you get 7 because Dad forgot. I forgot. So, and then everywhere I went, so I struck out on those advent calendars. But they did have a couple 12 days of Christmas, but like bars of soap or like a lotion sample pack, like kind of. So that you have the advent calendar, which is the front half of December, and then you have the 12 days of Christmas, which is like another. So they're trying to really hit you twice with this. Yeah,
I mean advent calendar. I mean that rolls all the way to the 24th. I don't know what you need, but it was just 12 days.
Unless they're supposed to upgrade it, give you a better gift potentially. Now, Cerny,
partridge in a pear tree, or
5 golden rings. I'll take those.
Maids of milking.
Yeah. Do you really need that many? Is it 8 maids of milking?
Yeah, I guess you got.
That's a lot of maids. And 8. Is that 8 cows then too?
Yeah, I must have 8 cows.
Where are you gonna keep all that? That just seems not very practical.
Could have at least 6 fridges of fridging.
Millions of bills a stacking. No, it's Piper's piping. Now, here's the thing. Going back to the Costco mix pack on the beer, here's the strategy that I employ or deploy. Employ? Deploy. I deploy the strategy, I guess, right?
Yes.
Okay. I know I have everyone's got their friend that's like is a little bit. They just I don't like IPAs. I only drink. They got to be a little bit. We'll just call them like a snowflake. They're like a beer snowflake, right? They only like the certain kind of thing. Everyone's got the friends.
Yeah.
And so whenever I get something nasty that I don't like a porter or a stout or something, I have 2 people that I know to, and whenever they come over, I'm like, "Hey, man,
offload. When
you leave, here's 4 beers."
A parting gift
of your favorite beer.
You unload the beer, and you look like a hero. It's a win-win.
Cerny, if you came to my house every time I just gave you beer, you would be like, when can I come over again?
What was the next invite?
So it's kind of a win-win, but there is those kind of in-between beers that you're not crazy about, but you'll bite the bullet on it.
Yeah, so I kind of do something similar. Actually, I think I'd probably do about the same thing where I'm like, so I go through, I'm like, okay, this one, I like most of it. There's one beer I really don't like. I'm going to hold on to it, and I'm going to give it to somebody. Or their next party, that's going to be on the top. Because people don't look, they just reach in and grab.
But you know who's getting that one? You know who's getting that beer? The top one is the dude that's like, I'm trying to describe this type of person. I know we all know who he is. He's the realtor that wears the polo shirt to the party.
Yeah.
He's got the business cards. He's asking, this first thing is like, my name's Brian. Do you own or rent? And this is like his intro. He's the guy that's like, ooh, a blah 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 beer right off the top, and he's like, I'll try this one. I like experimenting. I'm wild. I'm wild at this party.
He'll say something like, I guess the best kind of beer is a cold beer. I'm like, okay. Yeah, drink up those. They're plenty cold to have all.
Yeah. Now, if he says, and he's never asking for more, like, you got any more of these good beer? He'll just continue with the whatever IPAs are in there.
Yep. You got to prey on them. Now, like the Joes or the Chippers, they know they're going to go rummaging.
Yeah. I mean, if you know what you're going for, you got to go bobbing for beers.
Or I usually, like, when we go to Joe's house, like, Joe, I guess it's been a year now, but in 2019, when we go to Joe's house, like, Joe, where's the good beers? And he'll point you to it, and he'll tell you, it's on the right. Okay.
Joe enjoys his Coors Light. Now, Cerny, this thought just came to me. I actually was a victim to my own strategy once.
Okay.
And I have to tell you what happened to these beers. This could be a saga of podcasts. So early COVID shelter in place times, I sold my treadmill that I had in the garage because it was like, it's going to be spring, so it's warm, so I won't be needing it. And there was like, I had heard that they were, because you couldn't go outside and everyone's gym was closed, everyone wanted one in their house now. So I actually flipped mine that I bought on Craigslist for $300, sold it for $800 like 2 years later after I ran on it and shit.
Which slightly used.
Slightly used. Actually, I just babied it. The wife, would watch Netflix and walk on it, like, whatever sales pitch you got to go.
It just mostly was dry my laundry.
Yeah, mostly was a dryer, and then I actually just walked my dog on it. I would just have my dog, and he would just walk, and that was it. Those are the only two activities that were on. Running? No, never thought of it.
Shock's still good.
No, don't worry. Yeah, this is good. Why is it so dusty? Don't worry about it. Spiders all over. The big sales pitch, though, my friend had just got a truck. So I said, hey, if I sell this thing, can I use your truck to so this woman bought it and we drove it there. So delivery. So it was $800 delivered. So there is some value add to that.
Yeah.
We deliver it. We lug it up. It's not the heaviest thing ever, but as you might imagine, it's pretty fucking awkward to carry a treadmill upstairs and shit. Then we're just about to leave. She paid me, whatever. Hey, you guys like beer?
Yeah.
Turn around. Oh, well, there's a couple beers here. Why don't you just take them? And it was 4 or 5 just kind of loose bottles that was on top of a jacket or in a paper bag.
Were they mismatching bottles or some shit?
No, they're all the same.
Oh, okay.
And they're like, oh, we got these at Lagunitas. I'm like, okay.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Lagunitas, it's pretty okay.
I like that.
Take them home. My buddy's not really a big drinker, so he's like, you can have them. I'm like, sweet. So I moved them into the fridge. Then I took one of these and I look at it. Lemongrass pale ale. Or cran lemongrass pale ale. So I'm looking at this bottle and I'm like, this
fuck.
Okay.
That would be my thought. Fuck.
That's exactly because I didn't, in the rush, I didn't have time to examine the complete offer, but free beer, you're pretty much going to say yes.
Yeah, right? I was like, oh yeah.
Cran, lemongrass, something.
Is this part of the blooper reel? Fuck.
Yeah. Is this the runoff? So I open it up and I have a swig. I'm like, okay, that's something. Then I have another one and I give it to my wife. I'm like, what do you think about this? And she's like, yeah, this isn't very good. I'm like, it's not. And I actually poured the rest of that one out. But for some reason, I kept the other 4 in my garage fridge. And then I was loading in sparkling water, LaCroix.
You still have them.
We go through that as well. So obviously that was my first thought, and not even playing a joke or anything. But my first thought was, one, when's the next barbecue at Cerny's house? Because I can bring them there. Because what Cerny does with his, I would do the same. Hey, I brought some beers over. Let me just put these on top.
You would have to disclose it to Joe and I.
Oh yeah.
Because Joe would shame you in front of everybody immediately.
I would text, be like, hey guys, SOS, FYI, I'm putting these are bad. These are decoy beers for the 21-year-old kids that show up at the party. Let them guzzle this shit down.
I can see you trying to slip that by, and then Joe, in a rage, breaks the bottle over your head or something.
Like a bar fight. Hey, Joe, go get your fucking shine box. And and so I was cleaning out my garage and the fridge. I was loading it up and I saw those and I'm like, I'm never going to drink these. No. And I was like, it's winter, fucking COVID. So I opened them all up and I just poured them out down the drain and just recycled the bottles because I don't know what to do with it. I wouldn't even want to give it to a homeless person.
No, that's a cruel trick.
I haven't.
Lemongrass and cranberry. God, that's horrible.
Maybe they're just trying out it, and it's because Lagunitas is a 15-minute drive from my house. So all the kind of local Trader Joe's and stuff here have kind of the real craft stuff that's special release. They only make 100 cases of this or something like that. Or maybe they got it at the tap house, at the tap room.
This would be great. Hold on. This is just coming to me right now.
Do you think your wife would like this?
This is coming to me live.
Okay.
I owe Dana a fucking case of beer, and we all know why.
Whoa. Cerny, I like where this is going. But okay. Now
Lagunitas is favorite is his favorite. Little something actually is his favorite, but he always likes Lagunitas as well.
And if you said what beer, he would say anything Lagunitas, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Technically,
Lagunitas is what I like, but he's usually right.
Technically, cran, raz, lemongrass, pale ale would technically fulfill the agreement.
The bet would be paid.
The terms would have been met, right? Now, Cerny, how did you get yourself in this pickle where, let's rewind to last year, it seems like you were owing Dana another 12er. What happened, my friend?
So, we bet every year, Rams-Niners. Whoever wins gets, I think it's a 12er.
I think it starts as a 6.
Okay, then I owe him a 12er. Almost paid more than I owe. He would say some stupid shit like, "Well, that's for next year when you flip your ass or some shit," and that's a punch in my face. So it's it's whoever wins, gets a 6er.
Okay.
So, obviously the Rams got swept both years, so I owe him a 12er.
And I mean,
it double.
This is a double duty, compound injury, if you will.
Rams losing the Niners. The 2 wins I ask every year is just for the Rams to beat the Niners.
Now,
never do it.
Cerny, do the Seahawks play the Niners again this year?
Yes.
We could do a 48 rack or nothing. We'll parlay it.
Oh, I like what you're saying.
We'll parlay the Seahawks Niners game.
I wonder if he'll do it
with the debt of Cerny's, and if we win, all debts are canceled. Of course, he would do it. There's no downside for him.
Oh, that's right. He'll get 48 fucking beers, or he gets 48
beers or nothing.
And it just drives me nuts because so the Rams are at the time of this recording, they're in first place. They have 4 losses. 2 of them to the fucking Niners,
who are in
last
at least
place.
Third
They
place.
lost last night.
Okay,
they're 6. They're 5 and 7. Excuse me.
So Rams and Seahawks are tied for first.
Yes, and as of right now, the Rams own the tiebreaker because they beat the Seahawks. Now, if the Rams lose to the Seahawks next round, they split and they have the same record. It goes to division. The Rams would lose. Well, no, I don't know how that fucking worked because the Rams beat the Cardinals. I don't know.
Dude, this is...
You need to beat up.
We'll leave this shit for fucking, Wilbon and Tony Kirsheiser or whatever the fuck.
There's the guy that Joe and Dana like to watch. I'll remember his name a little bit. The fucking guy from Vegas.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but the Barstool dude?
Now, there's a guy... I don't know. I'll remember. Anyway. I'm sure. As soon as the mics go cold, it'll come.
Yeah.
To me.
So now the second we power everything down, we're in this because of some sports betting.
RJ Bell. Sorry.
Okay, RJ Bell. Very well. That was quicker than anticipated, sir. Thank you. I'm sure we've all heard that before. Let's be honest. Doesn't make you a bad person.
No, it doesn't.
It's just sometimes
it's normal. The part that happens.
Yeah,
it happens.
Everyone gets surprised every once in a while. Now, I sent this out in the group chat as well. Cerny, have you seen the movie Uncut Gems? Starring Adam Sandler.
I have seen maybe the first 15 minutes, but that was about it.
My wife and I watched the first hour. We're not done with it. But, now, Cerny, we are staunchly opposed to Adam Sandler as an actor.
I am.
Staunchly. We give him Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison.
Barely.
We give him Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison as 2. Those are movies that are good and those are okay, Cerny. Okay. Everything else, the Waterboy.
Oh, the Pixels. What was that? Did you see the Hoobie Halloween or?
I don't. I tuned him out. What happened?
I didn't see it. That came on. The kids were like, "It has this guy." This was Zach. He says it has that guy who's really funny. I said, "Who?" And he goes, "I don't know." He named like one of the He was in Pixels. I was
Big
like,
Daddy?
no, please, he wouldn't know that movie. He goes, he was in Pixels. I was like, Adam Sandler? He goes, yeah. I said, you said he was really funny? I said, I should fucking child abuse you right now for saying that. He's like, what? I think he's the worst. So then like, no. So then like
Why is he
watch
funny?
it. And I said, out.
Get out of here.
And I noticed it was like, man, maybe like 30 minutes after they started the movie. Jeffrey had joined me in the other room.
Uh-huh.
That good of a movie, huh? He's like, no. I said, yeah.
Oh, he wasn't into it.
Yep.
He wasn't into it. Interesting. So, Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler. Now, this is a new thing. This is like a serious movie, and I've heard things that it was a pretty good movie. You've kind of heard the same, right? People are like, well, don't sleep on this kind of movie.
Yeah.
I will say, he did a great job in the hour of the movie that I saw. I thought it was really, really good, and he played a very good, serious actor, I thought. What was your hot take on it, Cerny?
Yeah, I think it was. It just, the movie wasn't. Maybe I'll have to check it out again. I wasn't in the mood when it started, and I was like,
it's one of these.
It's like serious. I wasn't, I'm generally in the serious mood when I'm watching movies.
Yeah, and it's very anxiety inducing because this person he's leveraging all this money out to all these different bookies, and it's like he's so overextended. It's like not even funny, and it's just like it was really hard to watch that. Watch that at night. It was like I'm trying to like relax and chill, but my fucking heart rate's going crazy because I'm worried about this. And then Kevin Garnett's in the movie when he plays like a pretty key role in the movie. So yeah, so it's pretty cool, man. Yeah, you got it. Maybe you should watch it again when you're ready to get anxious. But I also saw the movie, and I also saw just a few warning signs about a few of our friends as well about some of this gambling. I'm like, oh no.
There's some PSAs we gotta look.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I heard that actors that I wouldn't call him a comedy actor, but let's just say quote unquote comedy actors can play serious roles very well because they kind of know, you have to play off the crowd and stuff when they're doing stand-ups. They can play on the emotions, so they're actually pretty decent at that. Now, if it's a movie did he direct this movie?
I don't know.
Usually if I see like direct, it's like the Madison production or something, I'm like, nope.
Oh, right. And he'll invite Kevin James.
Fucking Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider. I was going to say Ralph Schneider, but
yeah, the usual cast. First off, Steve Buscemi. I like Steve Buscemi.
Yes,
he's always on there. Like, come on, man, you're tainting your legacy.
I mean, we're talking shit on Adam Sandler, but I also hear he's really actually a nice dude and like
I'm not. I
guess he bought them all Maseratis one year. Like after they did the movie, he's like, oh, here I'm gonna drop like.
Yeah, I'm sure he's. I heard he's a good guy. I'm not attacking his character. I'm attacking his playwriting ability.
What was that Rob Schneider movie that he kind of like
Deuce Bigelow?
Did he like? Oh, that's the thing he's most known for, right?
Yeah.
But there was a movie, I think it was after that, or maybe it was even in
Animal or some shit where he was like,
where he would like turn into like a cat or something, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that movie?
I don't know.
God, I'm looking that shit up right now.
Look how much it made too. Then I'm curious. It's like I don't know. Some of his, I guess, a lot of his jealousy because
of course,
it's like those YouTubers when I watch them, like they have 25 million followers and all they do is scream into the mic. I said, "Fuck, Chip and I can do that."
We do it.
Yeah, I know. Where's our? We're in step at 25 mil.
Okay, Cerny, you forgot that. I guess the Deuce Bigelow was so successful, they made Deuce Bigelow the European gigolo. He went to Europe to do his gigoloing. And then also Hot Chick. But The Animal is number 4 on movies that he's known for, which can't be good, right?
No.
Okay, what would you say? Hold on. Schneider Rotten Tomatoes is.
Oh, you do the
What do you
high
think
low?
Let's do. You want to do that? I have both the IMDb score, which is out of 10, and then I can give you
For which one?
The tomato meter.
So just for Rob Lowe, his highest and his lowest movie.
I'm sorry. Rob Schneider, The Animal.
Ah.
The Animal. What
Does
do you
that
think?
have a 10 out of 100?
It's the tomato meter. So what percent did it get?
I'm gonna say 21.
Is that the tomato meter? Actually, he scored 30.
Oh, wow.
The audience score was 28.
Oh,
on that one.
I would give it. I don't know. I would have to watch it again. No, I don't want to relive that nightmare. So
no, is that something? You want to do again? Oh, that was a Happy Madison Productions.
Yeah.
So
I wish we could look up Happy Madison. Is there a way we can look up Happy Madison and their highest score and their lowest score?
Oh, there's got to be. Let's take a look.
Their highest score can't be over fucking like 48. The lowest score has got to be a 0. They got to be a 0.
Let me see. So the Animal box office. Oh, it cleared gross $55.8 million in 2001. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Damn. Because if you think like, wasn't Lord of the Rings only making like 150 million or something back in around that time?
You're right. I think it was something like that. Yeah.
No,
there was a lot of people that went out to see that movie. Remember? Because, oh god.
I mean, that was like at his height. Rob Schneider.
That was,
which isn't saying.
That was fresh off Deuce Bigelow.
Ooh, European Gigolo, or no? Just it was fresh off Deuce Bigelow, and that's when the whole like Deuce Bigelow. Wasn't Austin Powers coming out around then? He's like,
yeah,
baby,
the
like
silly
all
comedies. Remember when I was quoted, "Did somebody say steak?" Remember that was like the big.
I didn't remember until now.
Yeah.
Okay, Cerny, the box office smash hit, Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, which also was released in 2001. Tomato meter score of 3x at 91%. Okay. Box office gross on that one, $315 million.
Oh, well then, that's a little bit larger.
Yeah, that's a little bit. That's a little bit of a bigger fish. But
interestingly, I just put that on the other day.
I have been so. I vowed to myself not to say Sonos on this episode, but we got the. It has the newest Dolby Atmos. Yeah, not till they pay us. We won't stop until they pay us.
At least send Cern a fucking bar.
It has Cern needs a sound bar as well for himself. It has the new technology, so now they're re-releasing all these things with all the new Dolby Atmos.
Yeah, like the Skywalker sound stuff.
Exactly. So now they did that with all the Lord of the Rings. So 4K, the best sound, all of them. Extended director's cut. The movie's like fucking 5 hours, you know?
Oh, yeah.
They released all that. I want to buy it so badly for no reason, just because it seems like it'd be so cool to have.
Yeah.
But I've been looking at them too. Those movies they were really good, right?
Yeah.
Or is it kind of a little, did it hold up?
It's like The Irishman. It's an investment. You better be ready to plant your ass in there for a solid 3 hours. But so I just played the Fellowship of the Ring because Jeffrey's a little bit older, so he's 8. So it's not like he's sitting, but he is paying attention. I did have to explain the fucking names 500 times. You know, like Frodo and Bilbo and Gandalf. I mean, that was throwing him for a loop because it was Bilbo and he thought it was Frodo, and then Frodo was on, he thought it was Bilbo.
They do have similar, close.
For an 8-year-old who's kind of he's got 60% of his attention span. You know, it's not
half the time.
And why are we looking at Bilbo then? Why is he so important? And why did he just give up the ring? And where he was really, really interested in where was Gollum or Schmeagol. You can call him Schmeagol. Where's Schmeagol?
Schmeagol doesn't make his appearance until half. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I remember being that really kind of That was creepy to see that when that first.
Like, and he was like talking to himself, and like it was like. So we're not there yet, but he was. But he had seen like the Hobbit before.
See, I haven't seen those ones. Are those good?
Yes, yeah, and he really liked that one because it has a dragon and shit. And that's when Bilbo was young, so it's actually like a blast from the past. So then that was really throwing him for a loop.
Dude, there's 3 Hobbit movies?
Oh, yeah, it's like the Hobbit, A Journey, or I forget.
Unexpected Journey.
Yeah.
It only got 64 on the tomato meter, but the audience said it was 83.
I thought it was decent. It was, it wasn't. It was okay, actually. And then there was
Dude, it made $300 million still. That one's 2 hours, 50 minutes.
I mean, Peter Jackson doesn't know. I mean, that's probably the shortest movie of all time. I mean, someone who could stretch fucking King Kong to like 3 hours, whatever that.
Christ. So Peter Jackson can like only listen to the Joe Rogan podcast. He can't listen to anything.
Chip and Cern is just got started. He's not even halfway through his cup of coffee yet.
Yeah, he should just put about 4 or 5 episodes just on repeat, and he'd get his fill. But The Hobbit was good though.
I like The Hobbit. So his favorite one was Desolation of Smog. I think that was the second one.
Oh.
If I remember correctly.
I didn't even realize that they
split into 3.
Okay. Oh, I was looking it up here. Hobbit.
I think it's Desolation of Smog or Smaug or whatever, however to say it, is number 2, and Benedict Cumberbatch is the voice.
Oh, really? I like him. He's a good actor.
That dragon was cool, but that was like Jeffrey's, like, because the talking dragon and shit. He was.
Oh, Cumberbatch was the dragon's voice.
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That must have been an easy paycheck. Desolation of Smog, and then the Battle of 5 Armies.
Okay, yeah, that's the final of the Hobbit.
That's the final one. Man, this Martin Freeman guy's really made quite a nice nut for himself. Nice little trilogy for himself here.
But it was like, so I saw like, so we turned on the Fellowship of the Rings. So, and then I was like, so I always do this, and it Jason, my wife, this is why I do it. So it's like, Christopher Lee was on. And I was like, rip, rip. He's dead. She's like, okay. And then Bilbo was on. I forget his name. He just died this year too. I was like, rip, rip, rip. She's like, why do you have to tell me everyone who's dead is on screen? I was like, yes.
Rip, rip.
Because I need to. I have a compulsion.
I can't help it, man. I can't help it.
Yeah.
Man. So there's potentially 18, 20 hours of Lord of the Rings movies.
Yeah, I might need to take a vacation to watch it.
Could you imagine? Do you think you could sit through all of it in one day? That would be tough. Start at like 7 and just sit on the couch. I don't know. I don't know.
I'd feel like a waste piece of shit if I did.
There's people that do that every day. Sir,
I know. No offense, Evan. No offense.
Yeah, none taken.
I would just feel like that way.
Yeah, personally, you yourself would feel that. I think I would need to get out and about. I feel bad enough when I like barely, walk outside or like bring the garbage can in. Oh wow, it's nice out today.
Yeah, it was yesterday. I was working a bunch. I walked outside. I was like, it's actually kind of warm outside. What the hell?
Why am I in a sweat? Why am I freezing my ass off in the house?
Exactly.
Yes. Well, so we have football playoffs are approaching
around the corner. Yeah, I think
they're coming up.
Well, we're getting close because I think we have some teams. The Jets are eliminated, so there's some teams that are starting to like officially be eliminated. So we're getting close.
Yeah. Well, a few things are confirmed. The Niners suck.
Yes,
we
can
confirm that.
Confirmed.
And they've you heard it here first. On the fans seem to have given up early this year.
They can't even play in their hometown anymore.
Yeah.
They got to play in Arizona for the rest of as of right now for the rest of the year.
Oh, is that what's happening?
Yes.
Same with the Rams.
Rams can still play at SoFi Field, I think. but I know the Niners they can't play. No contact sports in Santa Clara.
Wow. Well, what if they just like say, we'll just forfeit. I think the early season loss against the Cardinals was kind of the first trip up of the season.
Yeah, and then when they had a bunch of injuries, and then
injuries, yeah.
And then it snowballed from there.
Everyone tapped out. Haven't heard a peep from Joe and Dana for months. It's been great.
It's been nice. This has been a nice, enjoyable football season. Besides 2 Sundays. There's 2 Sundays that were unenjoyable for me.
I will say, and I know we make it seem like every chance we get, we're rubbing it in their face when their team loses, which for the most part we are.
Yes.
But out of respect and just courtesy for the holiday season, to exercise some kindness myself, I just didn't even address the Seahawks dismantling of the Niners earlier this season. I just let that one go. That was on the house.
That was on the house. I let yesterday's ass kicking that they received let it go as well. I'll just let them go. Just
hopefully they're noticing that we're Chip and Cern paying forward a couple solids.
You don't owe us anything, but just take note.
Right, just noted. Okay, Chip and Cern, no busting balls for 2020. All right.
A tough year. Tougher.
Been rough on everyone. No reason to rub your nose in it. But take a note. Take a note. Oh, man. Well, holidays coming up. Everything. Now would be a good time. There's still time to snag a Chip and Cern Show shirt.
Got a locker full of them.
I better. Cerny has those and stickers. Should we do a Black Friday?
Black Friday.
They're on Black Friday sale.
It's back on Black Friday.
It's back on Black Friday sale. I don't know what that means. We'll just say free shipping.
Yeah. Here's how you can redeem your code. Email us at chipandcernshow@gmail.com or reach out to us on social media. Say you want a fucking shirt or it's a sticker, and we'll send it your way.
Boom. The easiest sale you got. We could get it shipped quick. It'll go like gangbusters around here.
Yes.
But it's still good. COVID's taking off, so be sure everyone's wearing your mask and staying inside and pulling back on your activities unless they're totally necessary. But essential. Very good, Cerny. Essential. Also essential is washing your genitals, your hands, and your face at least a couple times a day. And until next time, I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
Cheers.